And hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in once again for another video. Today we are in the beautiful Penthian Peninsula on top of a mountain, hence the views and the wind. Sorry about that. So in today's video we are going to be taking a closer look at some of the equipment that I take with me and some equipment that I find essential for a trip away in the micro camper. As we all know, somewhere to sit after a long day of walking or swimming is extremely essential. Behind the seats here, I have the OEX extra light chair that folds literally into this bag and fits underneath of my driver's seat. Underneath the seat here, I have two of these, as you can see. And also, if I can get it out, I have the OEX extra light table. These chairs are so easy to build, it's just unbelievable. Probably easier to build than they are to well, keep and put back in a bag. But that's like everything. When you buy a tent, when you buy anything, it's always easy to build them, but putting everything back in the bag is 10 times harder. So literally I didn't even have to click anything in, just wiggle it about. Oh. All right, apart from one pole, and the skeleton of the chair is built. You plonk that down, and then the bag turns into, there we go, the chair. You can get these from Go Outdoors. I think OEX might be Go Outdoors' own brand, I'm not sure. But these, probably the most comfortable camping chair I've ever bought. It's because you can lounge back in them. It's great. So we went to Go Outdoors not long ago and they had like chairs. They were about £115. Same type of chair with this, you know, the skeleton, and you put the bag over it to create the chair, and it wasn't half as comfortable. So the OEX X-Lite chair is a thumbs up. So to go with the chair, whether that'll stay like that in the wind now, we have the table. And this is same brand, OEX Extra Light table. We've put these equipment through their paces over the last year that we've had them. The table has taken a proper battering, but is still going. So that's the top. Good old adventure scars in that one. The table just folds open like so, and you just plonk these little arms in place like this, and then you place the table in like this, and voila. Usually, obviously, if Molly, my missus, was with me, we'd have two chairs out and a table. But today, just because it's me, we'll have one chair and one table with two slots for beers. Talking about beers, an essential part of camping is keeping your dairy, meat, and of course beers nice and cold in a cooler box. You can also obviously get a 12-volt fridge, or if you've got some sort of electrics on the van, you can get a 240 fridge. But for a couple nights away, a good quality cool box will do you just fine. Oh, right, so in the box here to my right, I have everything that we need for cooking and eating. Let's take a look. Firstly, we have the box, which is from a company called Boxio. I think they're Swedish, not 100% sure. They're just like a standard post box, they call them, just your standard size plastic box, which you can stack on top of each other if you had multiple, or you just fit a lot of stuff in them. So let's take a look. Firstly, you don't always feel like cooking, or maybe not even that hungry, but you need some nutrients. You can get things called MREs, which are really easy to cook. We'll go deeper into that later, but you can get, I brought a few with me to show you. You can get chicken tikka and rice. You can get pasta bolognese. And for breakfast, you can get an all-day breakfast. And I'm not just showing you these because, you know, for the sake of it. I really enjoy them. As you can tell, I like my food. And if I can get a curry up in the mountains, then that's me happy for the weekend. Now, To obviously heat them up, there's a couple ways of doing it, but the easiest way to do it is using a jet boil or an equivalent type of burner. So a jet boil, obviously you've got room for, I think it's 2 cups of tea, and that is about, does it say in millilitres? No, it doesn't. But anyway, you can get 2 cups of tea. I think that's probably about 400 millilitres or something, 500 millilitres of water there. Now, to heat up the MREs, all you got to do is literally mash them about a little bit, roll them up, obviously whack them into the boiling water, put it in, lid on it, leave it for a few minutes, take it out, obviously be careful in case you burn yourself, mash it up again, turn it over, put it back in, 10 minutes max, you have a really hot meal without having to wash anything. Moving on now to some more cooking utensils. This is a kit made by MSR. These are, they're not cheap, but definitely worth it. They're from Go Outdoors. Well, you can get them off the shelf in Go Outdoors anyway. So in the kit, you get a chopping board which folds in half, really handy piece of kit, and a quick drying cloth, so you can obviously dry the dishes afterwards. On the left side here, we have ladles, bottle opener, and I think a cork opener for them wine bottles. Happy days. And what I personally use the most is this spatula, because when you're breaking mince up on the pan on the hob, or there's a little serrated edge on there, you can cut chicken up or whatever. That's a handy piece of kit. And also you have a slightly larger spatula if you're doing something, and a built-in cheese grater. On the right side here, you have probably one of the sharpest knives I have ever had. This is the MSR chef knife. It comes in this plastic case, thank God. Look how thin that blade is. That blade is spectacularly thin, but it is super sharp. Super sharp. So just be careful if you do buy this, but that knife is great for cooking. Now obviously, you want to season your food. Well, I hope you would anyway. You have some salt and pepper shaker here, which is the MSR one, comes with a kit. A scraper / brush to wash the dishes with. Give that to the missus. Molly, I'm joking. And then I've labelled, you do get these tubs with the kit, but obviously there's no writing on them. So I've got DS there for dish soap and HS there for hand soap. And everything literally packs up into this probably 25 centimetre by 30 centimetre case. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull things out of the box so you can obviously see them, explain to you what they are, show you how they work, and I'll literally empty everything I carry with me for every camping trip. So obviously, to go with the jet boil, I've got 2 gas bottles. One's full, brand new one, and one's the one that's being used. I should mark it really, but I'm usually just, to be honest, I just swap them. Whichever one comes out first usually gets put on the burner. So those go with a jet boil. Also, carrying on the line of burners, I have here a Vango, and I've had this for years, probably 6 years. It comes in a tiny box like this. Let me see if I get my phone. That small. Folds out like so. And then you're able to place this on the floor, on a table, whichever solid surface you have. What I do is, obviously, if you've got grass or a table that isn't solid, you can just turn your plate upside down, and you can use that as your kind of fireproof solid table. So yes, that's the Vango. I made sure to go for the same valve, the threaded connection as the jet boil, just so that I don't have to carry different types of gas. Now, to go with the Vango burner, the way to cook bacon, sausages, pasta, to boil a kettle if you can be asked to using the jet boil, but I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to use the jet boil, but you know where I'm going. So in this kit, this is a Sea to Summit compact kit. What you get is, we'll start from the bottom, get a frying pan, which sits obviously on your burner, bacon, sausages, fried bread, fried eggs, whatever you want, and then you get a really good deep pan or saucepan or whatever you want to call it. Pasta goes well in this. This is what we do majority of the time in this anyway. And lastly, we have a collapsible kettle that has a lid. Does it have a strainer? No, there's no strainer on this one, so you wouldn't be able to cook pasta or anything in it. But I suppose you could if you really wanted to, if you were desperate. This has a capacity of 1.3 litres of water, but a safe boiling capacity of about 800 millilitres. So you can, in fact, I think, boil more water in this than you can in this, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, we have that if we need to use it. Once you've cooked your food, you need somewhere to obviously put the food. So, forgot to put this back with the kit there, I'll put that later. Here we have two cheapo solid plates. These are quite big. We've had these for a while now. Ideal, really easy to clean, non-stick. These are great. Also, we have two, yes, there is two plates there. Let me split them apart. Well, plate slash bowl. Not sure what they are really. These are the Sea to Summit collapsible bowls slash plates. So they fold up that big. You know, you can have your cereal or whatever there in the morning if you really wanted to. They're handy because it just folds up into these plates, so it's no bigger than the big plate, so it's really easy to fold away. To protect the burners and stuff from the wind, I've got this really cheapo, I don't know, probably £1 from Go Outdoors. It just masks the wind from around the burner if you really wanted to, like that. It does work, but most of the time it just falls over and pisses me off, so I don't use it. We have two Sea to Summit collapsible mugs. We do have some Yeti mugs that are nicer to drink out of, but if we go for a walk or whatever, we could just throw these in the backpack and they literally take no room. You can put 400 millilitres of water in them. Moving on to igniting things, I have a dual burner lighter here. This is great, it's windproof supposedly, and yeah, it's ideal for lighting the burner, lighting a fire, and so on and so forth. Some waterproof matches, never used them for their specified purpose, but they are handy and they are windproof, so we'll check that out now. If I can start one. There you go. So as you can see, it's windy here and they are still going. There you go. And that will not go out until the flammable red part has completely been burnt. So be careful if you do light something and then throw it, that it's completely extinguished. Otherwise, you'll probably be causing a forest fire or something. Right, put that on the metal plate so we don't burn this place to shreds. Oh. Okay, to eat your food, we got some cutlery. This is one of my favourite spoons. It's a long spoon to get into the bottom of them pouches. Gets right to the bottom so you don't get all your hands and stuff minging. And then just a set of cutlery from, I forgot the brand, Life Adventure. Or Life Venture, that's what they call them. This is a Life Adventure as well. I think it's about £7.50 for a knife, a fork and a spoon. These are all from Go Outdoors, and you know, we've had these a few years now and they go missing before they break, so can't fault them. Lastly, for cooking, we have a pot and a device called a Ridge Monkey. This is from the fishing section in Go Outdoors. So this is ideal because you can use it as an oven, basically. You can slow roast things in it. You can use it as a frying pan. I've made panna chocolats in it using it as an oven. So you get these two handles that you can insert on there, which helps with packing it down and all that business. So the pan opens like so. It's very deep, and if you want to use it as a frying pan, bloody hell, you can use it as a frying pan as well. There's a little griddle on it like that. Yeah, no issues with this, and it's handy because what happens is I put this in the bottom of the box like so, and it just doesn't take much room because I can pack it with more stuff. Now here in front of me I have the Camping Gas Dometic twin burner hob. So this is obviously a massive scale up from the compact, probably like one person setup that I have in the van. So As you can see, I've got the hob here, and to the left of me I have the gas canister, which is 10 times the size of a normal gas canister. So we'll open this up and we'll take a closer look. Now this hob is pretty, simple to use, and it's extremely high quality as well. Since it's the Kodak, the Dometic version, everything's nice and grey, and it's very streamlined and pretty stylish, to be fair. So obviously you've got your two hobs here, your on and off, and your ignition. It comes with two interchangeable, so you got the rings here, or if you fancy making a steak or whatever, you do get two hot plates that sit on top, and you have one with a little griddle type shape thing there that sits on top, and you use it exactly the same. Just turn the gas on, wait for the hot plate to heat up, and it's as simple as that. Now moving on to a slightly more compact option is this camping gas hob. I find these to be so good at cooking with a wok, because it's just a one burner ring like that, with this ring that comes on and off. Also, I haven't brought it with me today, but you do get a hot plate to put on top of it. Camping gas have their own gas bottle, so it won't be the same as the ones for the Jetboil and the Vango burner I have. But this is also another great way of cooking with one pan, which is slightly bigger than the stuff I have in the van, slightly smaller than that camping gas, the Kodak, but this is definitely probably one of my favourite ways of cooking. Then if you're staying on campsites, if you don't have the battery setup, you'll need one of these for the electric hookup. Throw that over there for now. So what this is it has one end, you have this 3-pin that goes into your electric meter. Some campsites will you won't be able to just plug in anything. You'll have to have it RCD protected, so just keep that in mind. And it converts that 3-pin then into just some 240 sockets like that. I got this on sale in Go Outdoors for £15, but I think they're about 45 quid now. So if you're not desperate for one, wait for the sales. Now this one's gonna absolutely shock you guys. As mentioned earlier, we have these Boxio boxes that you can store things in, but this one is not just a box. This is a composting toilet. So in here, I keep the bags, toilet roll, and this is the toilet. Underneath this black pan type thing here, you have the solid deposit box and the liquid deposit tub. And this is completely compact and fits just in the box like so. If you want a more in-depth review on this, subscribe and ask for a more in-depth review of the Boxio toilet. Now just like that, we are through pretty much all the kit that I carry. Well, some of the stuff here I carry on every trip. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I also hope that some of the products that I did show you guys today will be being added to your kit. Anything that you think that was interesting and that you're going to go ahead and buy, let me know in the comments. Anything that you'd like me to try before you buy, let me know, and hopefully we can shoot that in the next video. But for now, adios.